What's up, everybody? So we're down in the laboratory right now, and as you can see right here, we have some seeds that we're going to be germinating for the garden. Over on the right here, that one right there, that is Bok Choy. Now, Bok Choy is used as a vegetable in a lot of different cuisines that come out of China. It's a leafy green vegetable. It's somewhat similar to maybe something like Napa cabbage. On top, it's got a very leafy green, almost similar to spinach, actually, more so. But then, as you move down onto the bottom of the plant, you can actually kind of tell in the picture on the package here. So let me just move this in closer. Yeah, on top, it's a very leafy green, similar to spinach. On the bottom, it's got that white, crunchy, more stiff, more hard type of texture. Almost similar to maybe celery, or almost exactly like what you'd find on a head of Napa cabbage. Very good. I'm excited to grow this. I tried it once in the past, I think, but it didn't really work out so well. Anyway, that's the first thing that we're going to be germinating today. The next one over here, this is Swiss chard. For all you who don't know what Swiss chard is another leafy green. It's got bright red, sometimes yellow stalks, very colorful, very good looking. And on top, it's another leafy green, just like maybe a bit more like kale, or certain types of cabbage, maybe like collard greens, very similar type of thing. The taste, however, is actually kind of sweet. Not sweet in the sense that you would get when you're biting into an apple or other fruit, but it's very sweet, especially for a leafy green vegetable. Very good, very good. So I'm excited about that as well. I have actually grown that one before, with quite a bit of success. So I'm excited about the Swiss chard. That should come out pretty good. The next one right over here is spinach. This is just straight up spinach. So yeah, not much I can say about spinach. Everybody knows what spinach is, right? Leafy green vegetable, good for you. Whatever. And here, foot-long string beans, green beans. These are the variety of green beans that grow super, super long. You don't really see them in markets that often, unless you go to like some sort of, I don't know, specialty market that has a bunch of funky, weird produce. I have a place like that close by me. But anyway, yeah, these are the yard-long or foot-long string beans. Not implying that a yard and a foot are the same length. That's just the colloquialism that they go by. Some people call them foot-long string beans. Some people call them yard-long string beans. So that's that. Anyway, we're going to get down to the actual germination here. Now, this isn't something that happens right away at all. It takes a bit of a while, maybe depending on the seed and depending on the plant that you're going to be germinating, or the seeds rather. It can take maybe about a week to just a little bit longer. Hopefully not, though. Sometimes, you know, as I said, it depends. And it could go by actually a lot quicker than that. So what we're going to do right now is take this wet paper towel that I've already set here, kind of rip it in half, and now we have 2 plates. This is another very rudimentary, or primitive would probably be a better word, a primitive way of germinating seeds, but it works. I've done it before, it works. So what we're going to do is open up these wet paper towels, and you just lay a bunch of seeds right inside the wet paper towel, and then cover it back up. Keep it nice and moist. Wow, this is actually, look at that. Look at how tiny the bok choy seeds are. They almost kind of look like poppy seeds. Yeah, there you go. Right? They almost look like poppy seeds. Very cool. So I'm gonna put some of these down. Oh, well, alright. Looks like I'm putting all of them down. Used all of them. I guess I didn't have much. Now, if you can see on the plate here, oh yeah, you can see that fine. There's a bunch of them right there. So that's the bok choy. Now let's go ahead and try the Swiss chard. These seeds are a little funky. Take a look at them. Come on, focus. Look at those things, they're weird. Come on, it's gonna focus. Yes, there we go, look at that. Very strange looking, right? Like big, crumpled balls of paper. It's almost what they look like. Oh no, come on. Focus. Oh well, you got a good shot of them. Now, I'm gonna put maybe just a few here for the Swiss chard. I've still got a bunch. And I'm pretty sure with the Swiss chard, it's like 1 seed equals 1 head. So now that I think about it, I might have put a bit too much, but at the same time, not every single seed is guaranteed to germinate, so we've given ourselves a bit of a safety net. Just kind of space them out. That you don't want them to be touching each other right up on top of each other. That's bad. Only because you want to give them room. If they do start to germinate, you'll see a root and the actual sprout. So when seeds germinate, there's like 2 little things that come out. The seed opens up, the root comes out one side, and the sprout comes out the other side. Planted in the ground, the sprout naturally just finds its way up to the light, breaks the surface of the soil, and then there you go, you have a plant. And of course the root goes deep down and supplies the top of the plant with the nutrients. So there you go, those are the Swiss chard seeds. Now spinach, I'm pretty sure spinach is going to be very small, just like those Bok Choy seeds. So here are the spinach. Oh, okay, no, I wasn't exactly correct with my assessment or my guess of what the spinach seeds would look like. Yeah, there you go. They're big. They kind of almost look like oh, I don't know, BBs, little BBs, or pellets if you ever played around with like a BB gun or pellet gun. Yeah, anyway, we'll put those right up here. So that should be alright. Let's just kind of spread these ones out a little bit. Move them around. Make sure they have their own little space. Because this takes care. Uh-oh. I don't know what happened there, but it looks like 3 seeds are kind of fused together. It's very strange. Alright guys, I think we're good though. Now as you can see, I have all the seeds that are going to be on this plate kind of spread out in their own little zones. Spinach all the way to the left, Swiss chard in the center, and then all the way to the right we have the Bok Choy. Now all I'm going to do is cover these seeds with the other half of the paper towel that's kind of hanging off the edge there. So let's do that. Alright, that should be okay. Just make sure it's really, closing. Just so that there's not much air in there and it's mostly just a closed space. Moist for the seeds. Those are the conditions that you really want. Closed, little to no air, and moist. So yeah, that's good. We'll leave it like that, and I'm just going to slip it under like a piece of furniture in my bed or something. It doesn't really need much light. Just keep it somewhere not too cold, not too hot. Doesn't need light, so keep it somewhere dark as well, maybe. Take it out every now and then to just check on it, That's fine, but yeah, just kind of let it sit for a few days, check on it every now and then, maybe every day, every other day. And eventually, hopefully, they will have germinated, or at least some of them. So now the next one over here. Let's open this up. So now that we've finished putting all the seeds in this one, right, Bok Choy, the spinach, and the Swiss chard, we're going to just put some of these foot-long string beans right into this plate over here. Now the foot-long string beans kind of take up a lot of space in the garden, so I don't know, we're going to put enough to account for, you know, the probability of actual germination, but in the end, I don't really want too many of these plants. They kind of spread like wildfire. But yeah, so now that that's done, we've got everything that I'm going to be germinating. That's everything I'm going to be germinating. The rest of what's going to be going into my garden is going to be store-bought, already germinated. It's going to be like a tiny little sprout or a seedling. Sproutling? Seedling? I don't know. So yeah, there you have it, guys. That's how you germinate seeds from scratch. Wet paper towel, keep them in a nice dark, moist environment. Not too extreme in either temperature, hot or cold. And so there you have it. I enjoyed this one. I like doing stuff like this. This is cool. So yeah, I hope you guys liked it. Leave any comments, like the video if you liked it. Subscribe if you haven't. And hope to see you guys soon in the next one. Peace out.